Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I greet you with Islamic greetings of peace and love this afternoon. And I must say that I saw a video of our Sheik, Dr. Sheik Nuamah, and I was appalled. And I said, let me come and also express my opinion on the particular video he shared. Can we watch the video? So
Islamic party. The question I'm catching in Kermova Karachi for one Karani said, if not now, when again? If not now, when again? Say, what is this in Kermova? There's a time and fear your sons will be never. Yes, I need to see a money and none. On the 7th of December, Bawumia, make a ceremony. Bawumia, make a ceremony. What Islam should be a two.
Now you've seen the video. In this video, Sheik Nuamah is saying that we should go for a Muslim president. That he as a Muslim would vote for a Muslim president. And that is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. He also says that we want an Islamic banking. The question I want to ask Sheik Nuamah is, since when did he know that we're supposed to go for a Muslim president? Because our own brother, Hassan Ayariga, has contested on several political party tickets, on the PNC ticket and now his own party APC. Why didn't Sheik Nuamah come out then to say we should vote for a Muslim president at that time? Why now? Again, I know they go out with the mantra, the Quranic verse, that Al-Muslim Ahul Muslim, and that we should vote for our brother. The question I want to ask our Sheikh is that, did Allah say that we should just follow any Muslim, even if the Muslim, forgive me to say, is an armed robber, or the Muslim is an idol worshipper, or that Muslim cheats people, or that Muslim does not fulfill his promises when he makes one? Did the Quran tell us that? I don't think so. Sheikh, you also say that you want an Islamic banking. In fact, in this particular piece I showed to you, this is the Muslim manifesto, proposals of the Muslim policies that was submitted to what? Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and same was submitted to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In this manifesto presented by the Chief Imam, they stated that they wanted an Islamic banking. Sheik Nuamah, does it not surprise you that in the manifesto of the MPP that they launched about a month ago, this is the manifesto of the MPP. They didn't state anything that they wanted an Islamic banking for the Muslim community. It's not stated. In fact, all the proposals that the Chief Imam presented, it was only one item that they considered in the manifesto, that's the MPP manifesto. Only one item. This is a Muslim community that submitted its manifesto. Sheikh, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the one you say we should support, did not see word, or did not consider it worthy that we should, he's going to accept the manifesto of the Chief Imam and the Muslim community. But the one you are campaigning against, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, considered about 90% of the things in this Muslim manifesto, in the NDC manifesto. And I've demonstrated that to you separately. You can check. In fact, when we learned our manifesto, you saw that we enumerated some of them, some of the policies. Yes, the Christian, he adopted the policies of the Muslims, and yet the Muslim, Bawumia, didn't adopt. He took only one. So between that Christian and the Muslim, Sheikh, who should I go for? Or who would you go for? Again, you yourself, you remember quite well that under the Mills Mahama, you were appointed as the board member of Narcotics Control Board. Mahama lobbied for you. He made sure you were put on that board. Well, he saw you as one who, as it were, the Muslims respect, as ulama. They put you on narcotics. In fact, at some point in time, he even engaged you to that you go around to educate some of his MMDCs and ministers to put the fear of Allah, God, in them. President Mahama did that. At that time, you didn't know he was a Christian. You didn't know. And today, just because the MPP or the government or Bawumia has taken you to make a Hajj, so hell to break loose, oh, we should go for a Muslim. This is not the first time you've gone to Mecca, I believe. But why should we vote for a Muslim when that Muslim did not take into consideration the things that we want? Like I was telling you, the Islamic banking that you said you wanted. Under the same Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is the Muslim vice president, we saw the collapse of Royal Bank. Royal Bank is owned by Alhaji Adamu Global, the late Alhaji Adamu. May Allah be pleased with his soul. Bawumia, after benefiting a lot from Alhaji, sat down for Royal Bank to be closed. That was a Muslim bank. Probably that bank was gradually going to introduce the Islamic banking. But you collapsed it. Sheik Nuamah, you didn't see that? In fact, another bank, the Heritage Bank, which is also owned, or has one of the largest shareholders, it's a Muslim. Seydou Agongo, Alhaji Seydou Agongo. Bawumia saw to the collapse of the bank. They have a branch in Nima here, work in that bank. Alhaji Adamu Global took a lot of our people to work in that bank, in the Royal Bank as well. Two banks. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia sat down as the head of economic management team. They collapsed those banks belonging to Muslims. Probably that is where we're going to get the Islamic banking from. So between this man, the Muslim you are clamoring for, and the Christian, who would we go for? In fact, these banks, like President Mama was saying, you could even have downgraded them because we have categories of banks. Those with the highest, capital, and those maybe with the middle or lower capital, you can categorize them. Class 1, Class A banking, Class B banking, Class C banking. So you don't need to collapse them because they are employing a lot of our people. Sheik Nuamah, you didn't see that. Look at the picture behind me, Sheik Nuamah. These are killings, right from 2020, and even before 2020. You remember that I also West Wagon shooting incident. In fact, a Muslim was killed and was shot. Ishao Yaro, that's him behind me. President Mahama is the one who visits him and takes care of him. He's a Muslim. He was shot and he lives in Fadama. They shot him. Now, as a footballer, he cannot play football. He cannot fend for himself. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia never stepped there to see how he was doing. Meanwhile, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the chairman of the police council. Look at another gentleman, Bube. He's also an heir to the chief imam. He was shot in the toe. This is the killings of the 2020 elections. You could see Ibrahim Abbas. He's from Ablikuma Central. He was killed. Look at Abdullah Yarik, Techiman. He was killed. Tajuddin, he was killed. Samira Zakaria, 15 years old girl. She was killed. Kaka, you remember Kaka? He was killed. Nasiru, he was killed. All of them in Nejura. So Techiman killings were there. Don't tell me that they compensated them so that they said what they want, the family want, is justice. Imano Dompre of Ododio, he was killed. What did Bawumia say about some of those things? Why are Muslims being killed? Look at that. Remember the Zongo 7? Seven Muslims were killed. Sheik Nuamah, this is in Ashanti region, Kumasi. Did you speak about it? Did you talk to Bawumia? You know? So these are things we are talking about. And so when you say Al-Muslim, Ahul Muslim, is it that we should just take any Muslim who, even that Muslim doesn't speak the truth, is a liar? He goes to worship, he goes to idol, fetish priest to seek for some divine intervention because he wants power. I don't think that is what the Quran is telling us to do. Please, let's be very, very mindful that don't look at your personal interest because of the little support you will get and leave the larger interest. I don't think it's going to augur well for us. It's not the best that you come out as a leader to speak that way. Several ills, including hijab, have been prevented. Our women have been prevented from wearing hijab. Bawumia hasn't seen that to speak about it. Stolen rice, you remember. A businessman bought his rice. The vice president office, the administrator, took the rice forcefully, 10,000 bags of rice. Sheik Nuamah, and this rice was shared in Ramadan. I want to ask, why would the vice president office do some of such thing? The gentleman has not been prosecuted. The special prosecutor is investigating this. 10,000 bags of rice belonging to a businessman. Tell me whether Allah will not answer the prayer of such a person. And so when we say, oh, let's just go with a Muslim, this thing. No. You need to look for a Muslim who is truthful, who is honest. And that is why we are saying that if NDC, one day when we are going to select a Muslim, it will be based on his track record. A truthful Muslim, a honest Muslim, and one who fulfills his promises. Not the one who goes to lie to the chief imam that I'll build the school for you. And this is the structure of the chief imam school. I've always been showing you. This is the promise he made to the chief imam, Answaruddin. He hasn't fulfilled it. The structure is there behind the chief imam's office. Are you happy about it? He made several promises, including building a university for us, Dr. Sheik Nuamah. He hasn't done that. And so, one way sit, it's as if, but political parties now is for the highest bidder. They are looking for, some of our Muslims, I know some of our people are going around sharing money. Some of the MPP are sharing money to ulama, trying to bribe them. But let's be careful, Sheikh. Because nobody is going to rule with the Quran. No one is going to rule with the Quran. It is the constitution of Ghana. Bawumia has no choice because he has been brought by the Achim Mafia. He's coming to only cover up for Nanado and his team. Bawumia is not coming to do the bidding of Muslims. That is why he can decide to go to church and dance. I'm not saying go to church is wrong. Go to the idol this thing and go and seek for help. You won't see any of them do so. You didn't see Rollins do that. You didn't see Kufuor do that. You didn't see President Mahama do that to come and pray with us. Why is Bawumia so desperate of going to church? You didn't see about that to speak about it? That this is shirk in some way? Sheikh, let's be careful. Let's not taint Islam for our personal interest. I thank you so much.